Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal. Today, let's talk about execution-only platforms defined by SEBI recently and what it means for the investors. We're meeting again after a long break. I've had a grueling summer of teaching, so I've not been able to make videos regularly. Hopefully, that will change from now on. So, the execution-only platform is meant for those, facilitating the purchase of direct mutual funds. So it'll be a new kind of intermediary, and it'll differentiate an RIA and an EOP. Presently, many of these portals are registered themselves as SEBI registered investment advisors, but now they will have to register themselves as either an execution only platform with AMFI, the Association of Mutual Funds in India, or they will have to register themselves as a broker directly with SEBI. So the definition of EOP is any digital or online platform which facilitates transactions such as subscription, redemption, and switch transaction and direct plans of mutual fund schemes. I think my understanding is now this definition implies that these portals can no longer offer robo advisory or specific fund recommendations. Many of us know that new investors have diversified their portfolios by taking the recommendations of these many such portals seriously. They have several such funds. For just 5,000 rupees, they will have 5 funds, 10 funds in their portfolio, and so on. Hopefully, that will stop because I assume that this definition precludes any fund recommendations. In fact, they cannot advertise. They cannot offer any specific recommendations in their mutual fund screeners and so on. So from that point of view, it is a good move. But I believe that there are some downsides. For example, now currently these platforms registered as RIAs, registered investment advisors, they are independent entities. They are independent from the product manufacturer. But now SEBI is forcing them to either register with the product manufacturer, the Product Manufacturers Association (AMFI), or register as brokers directly with SEBI. If they register with SEBI as brokers, they will have to charge for each transaction or a subscription fee for facilitating buying and selling of direct mutual fund plans and so on. But that's a problem because many of these large players have made things very nice and comfortable for new investors by offering their services for free. So suddenly, if they want to charge, that would mean an exodus of subscribers to other platforms. So that's a problem. So it makes financial sense for them to register themselves with AMFI and offer their services for free, because the AMFI, the mutual funds will now, fund houses will now compensate these portals for such services. That kind of a association makes me very uncomfortable. Many people are talking about, will direct plans become more expensive because of this and so on. We can never tell, and I'm not too worried about this. I'm worried about the fact that there's the difference between the regular plan intermediary and direct plan intermediary has now become narrower. Both of them have to be registered with AMFI. Only thing is that the regular plan guy will get a trail commission, and the direct plan portal will not get it. So that kind of closeness with the product manufacturer kind of makes me uncomfortable. But I mean, in some sense, it's good maybe to delineate advisory and execution is good. I'm assuming that's what the rules mean, but that we still have to see how that goes, and what kind of association will it be between these portals and the AMFI. We'll have to see how it goes. And if these portals can no longer offer specific fund suggestion or robo advisory, then from that point of view, it's good, because then only the investor has to make the choice of selecting funds and so on. There'll be no recommendations by the portal. So that in that sense, I think that's a good move. So it's a mixed bag. But all that said, our recommendation has always been to directly buy direct plans from the AMC. That's the simple, cleanest way to do it. Um, If that is not possible for some reason, if you think that limits you in some way, I don't think it does, but if that limits you in some way, then the next best options are either using MF Utility, which is a portal run by the AMCs, or MF, what's it called? I forget. MF Direct, I forget. Oh my God, I forgot. Let me just have a look. What is the other portal? I quickly MF Central, sorry, I'm getting old. So MF Utility is AMC run. MF Central is the registrars run. Both the registrars, KFintech and CAMS, run this together. So both they are the next best options. But I would still prefer investing directly with the AMCs. I've been doing so for more than a decade now, almost a decade and a half close to, and I've never had any issues with that. So that's what my recommendation is. But this association with AMFI is makes me very uncomfortable, and I think it's not a it's not a step in the right direction. SEBI says they want to do this because they want to have a grievance redressal mechanism, but they could have done this independently. They could have created the EOP entity and said that anybody who has a problem with these EOPs can directly write to SEBI scores, and they can sort that out from there, instead of forcing them to register with either AMFI or become brokers. Because if they choose to become brokers, then what does that mean? Will they then only offer direct plans and demat account, demat mode? Is that what it means? I'm not so sure. But another development is that currently there are many demat providers, many brokers who only offer ETFs, or they offer ETFs and the regular plan mutual funds. Now they can create a separate entity and call themselves an execution only platform and offer direct plan. So that also is now is possible, but that's not such a terrible thing. But uh, let's see how it goes. It's an interesting move, but um, hopefully it will help improve privacy, and it will also hopefully at some although I'm not sure if it's been made explicit, hopefully at some point it should also prevent the sale of data, analytical data, to other entities. So let's see how that pans out. Catch you later. Bye bye.